The reason why my immune system had been low. My immune system for the last 20 years been functioning at probably 60%. I've been sick my whole life just because I didn't know these things. My entire life I walked around sick, but I still kept getting up going though. I still was doing what I had to do. But I was sick. I was really sick. I don't even think people know how really sick I was. I would put on one front in front of them, and then whenever the doors were closed, that's when I'd be like, God heal me, God heal me. Yeah, I know some of us still do it, but yeah, the pH levels was low, so you might want to get those checked out. Also, my vitamin D3 levels were very low. They was low. So what ended up happening, with the help of my journal and my medication, I'm on 3 different allergy medications right now that I have to take every day. Thank God I don't have to do the shots as often and stuff, but I do have to do those 3 medications every day. The doctors automatically order me antibiotics and steroids just in case. But thank God I haven't had to use any. I do have my inhalers. I have the Symbicort inhaler for whenever the phlegm and stuff gets too much to bear. And usually, if I have a bad episode now still lasts 1 to 3 months. One episode of me just going around a dog or eating what I'm not supposed to eat can cause me to have bronchitis for anywhere from 1 to 3 months. I just got over an episode of where I was around somebody that was sick, and I caught it. It took me, thank God that only lasted a month. But that cough though, that cough lingered. I think that may be part of the reason my back hurt too. But I just got over that, and I'm telling y'all, it's rough. It's rough. And when I see people making smart comments about, oh, she thinks y'all that, or she just being funny. I'm not being funny. I'm trying to live. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows what Jamie has to do in her home except Jamie. I know about the breathing treatments. I know about the medications I have to take. I thank the Lord though, because see, I was on 12 different medications. 12 different medications for these allergies. And now let me see. I was on 12. So now I have to take the acidophilus, which is it helps with the immune system. It helps to boost the immune system back to its normal function, and that has been working well. Y'all can take that. That's over the counter for real. They put me on that in the hospital, and they've had me. My doctors had me on it ever since, and that works really good. It has helped to cut down on the infections, the respiratory infections and stuff that I used to have. It's called acidophilus. That's live cultural bacteria that you take in the form of a pill. I have to take 2 billion cultures a day, 3 times a day. 3 times a day. Then I'm on the Symbicort, which the Symbicort is for people with COPD, whether that's bronchitis or either emphysema. It helps to keep it helps to keep the mucus dried up and stuff inside of you, and helps improve lung function. I'm on the inhaler, the regular inhaler, which that's for if you finna have an asthma attack, to help it go quick, to help get the medicine in you quicker. Breathing treatments. But I thank God though, I don't have to use these things every day like I used to. Now 2 years ago, this stuff I had to use every day for the last 10-15 years. The steroids are just on standby. Thank God I don't have to use them like that. The antibiotics are just on standby. And what else do I take? I take a vitamin. I take a multivitamin every day. I take vitamin D3. I take that every day, and that helps. You know, vitamin D3 helps with your immune system too, your heart and all that. Yeah, they put me on that because my vitamin D3 is low, and the doses that they give them to you by a week at a time. I'm telling you, you know, I'm sitting here thinking about this stuff, and it kind of make me want to cry because you don't realize how sick you are until you start writing stuff down. And I thank God that despite how many medications I have named, that I am not that sickness, and that I am healed. That I am healed. Because this stuff that I'm naming, I'm not having to take this every day like I used to. I'm not having to take this every month like I used to. I'm talking about now I may have an episode. My best friend is staying away from people who are sick. I'm going to be honest. Staying away from people who are sick. If I got to be around them, keep my nose clean, keep my hands washed. And I do have to be around my grandchildren. So, and they do be sick, you know, because they go to school and stuff. They're school age. So I had to just keep my hands washed, keep antibacterial. So that's my best friend. I tell y'all, but when those attacks hit, they hit very hard. And that's why I made this blog today, so I can explain to people, no, I'm not being funny. I'm not being mean. Yes, I love everybody. I love everybody. There's not a bone in me that hates anybody. I thank God for my change. I don't even try to, what can I say, boast or brag about anything. All I do is I just know I love the Lord, and I know I love helping people. I love making things simple. If I can tell somebody something that's going to help them, that's what I do. That's what I do. But when it comes down to my health, I'm sorry. I have to speak up for what is right. I have to speak out in truth and love to let people know that, hey, it's people out here that are just like me, that are going through the same thing. And maybe they don't even realize that they're going through this. You know, sometimes we go through things and we just get so used to it. Because I didn't got used to being sick. Now, you know, that's a shame. I done been this way so long. Now that I am healed, I don't know how to act. Sure don't. Because I be on the road like crazy now, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I be somewhere everywhere. And I don't let this stop me from living the life that God has given me. See, that's the thing. Some people get sick and they be like, well, it's over. When they first told me I had lung disease, I was like, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Because my lungs are controlled by whatever I put inside of me. If I don't put nothing bad inside of me, it's possible. All things are possible with God. The healing is there. The doctors are confused, so I have to believe God's report that I am healed. The doctors are confused. One doctor says I don't have COPD. The next doctor says I do have it. They confused. So I believe God's report because God is not the author of confusion. And I know I can walk just fine. And I can breathe just fine up until, like I said, when the allergies come on, that's when I get messed up. So a lot of my problem is really coming from allergies, coming from things that I eat, things that I'm around. It's things that I have control over. Dang, I just had to get quiet right there. Things that I have control over. As long as I control these things, I do good. But there are also things that I don't have control over. Like, I don't have control of what people do in their houses. I don't have control of what they keep, what they wear, when they smoke, when they let their dogs loose. I don't have control of those things. And those are the things that really scare me the most. It's because there are some things that I don't have control of. But at the same time, I trust God. So I can't be scared. I'm not timid. What am I talking about? I'm not scared. I'm not timid. I just stay prepared at all times because I never know. It's people that I go to their houses. They won't eat. They'll spray all this they'll spray all this stuff, air freshener and stuff. See, I can't even be around air freshener. But they'll spray all this to try to cover up their dog scents and stuff. But little do they know, when a person is allergic to something, they're gonna start sneezing. the nose gonna start running. So no matter what you done sprayed to cover it up, it's not gonna help at all. Trust me. Because even when I go to my daughter's house, and she's a good example of this. I go to my daughter's house. I visit her, but I visit her from the outside. I visit her from the outside because I know they got pets. So when I go down there, I'll sit in my car and she'll come out there and she'll sit with me. That's how I visit my daughter. Now call me stupid, but I still want to visit my grandkids and my daughter from time to time. And if that's how I've got to do it, that's how I got to do it. And she understands. Because she's seen what I have been through. She's been with me all her life. So she knows how sensitive I am. And when I used to go to her house when she first got it, my nose would just start pouring. I mean, it would pour. My eyes would swell up. I'd get sick. I'd be sick for like 2-3 weeks. And she saw what I was going through. So she was understanding to that. Very understanding to that. And I appreciate and love her for that. Thank you, Jessica Boo. So I just wanted to do this blog to let y'all know that I'm not funny. I'm just doing what I gotta do to survive. And I hope this blog helps somebody else, because I know a lot of people would not understand. Still, even after I done said all this, it's gonna be some people still saying, well, she just doing that to be like that. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that to be like that. But I will tell you this. No matter what you have or no matter what you're going through, I do know God is a healer. God is a healer. I'm telling you, and I'm still trusting Him for my healing, for my total healing. Now I've been healed now, but I'm still trusting God for the total healing. I just know it's coming. It's coming. I believe that my faith sees it, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Faith sees the day whenever I be able to sit around animals and not complain and have to worry about my nose running and stuff like that. Because actually, I do love animals. I do love, wait a minute, correction. I do love some animals. I love some animals. And I always used to have a little dog when I was younger. So I do love some animals, but right now is not the time that I can deal with it. But faith is saying one day soon, this little test right here will be over. This little test will be over. And I'll be on to a new test. Because I done been doing this now all my life. So it's about time for something new. Not nothing hard though. Oh Lord, that was crazy. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Scratch that out, Lord. I don't need no new test. No new test. Because new tests come new problems. Lord of mercy. Let me stop that. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that it's a hard struggle. It's a day-to-day struggle. It's an hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute struggle. But I take my time and I just let God guide and lead me. I hate that I'm like this. I do hate it. I hate that I'm like this because people don't like being around me because I'm like this. That's the hardest part, is that when even family knows what it'll do to you, they still get mad at you and say, God, we can't do this because of her, do that because of her. And I feel bad about that. I feel bad that family doesn't understand how bad that hurts me. It's not that I don't want to do it. I do want to be out there with everybody. I do want to be standing around the grill talking junk like I used to. I do want to be sitting out there talking junk and taking in the smoke and smelling like charcoal, but now I can't do that. I can't do that without running the risk of having an allergic reaction. Having that reaction, you know. So I feel bad about it. I feel bad. But at the same time, I have to trust God and understand that unique designs are just that, unique designs. I still have to love me despite of what I have. Despite of what I have, I still have to love me. And when people don't understand, I can't make them understand. The most I can do is just try to avoid having confrontations with them, for one thing, because I ain't about all that fussing and stuff. Avoid having confrontations with them and just try to work my way around the situations. I have given up a lot. I have given up a lot just so people could be comfortable, or maybe I could be comfortable. Like I said, it's a lot of adjusting